Hey everyone, it's your girl Leslie, and welcome to my channel. So hey everyone! I hope you enjoyed the video I posted right before this one. It's just for me to maybe help you guys out. Please check that video out. It looks like this. It's like a little owl. Please check it out. I really would suggest the app. But not the point of this vid. I was gonna read another story, but then I decided, hell no, we gotta read my favorite, which is Slasher's X Reader. Cause we gotta all go all the way to the book 2, we gotta go all the way there, cause it gets more and more spicy. Anyway, y'all, we is in chapter 7, chatting to a certain male. Oh my lord. Okay, let's get straight into this. The unscaring male rolled his eyes before answering. Yeah, he's real. Who is he then? You curiously inquired, wondering who the white masked man seemed to be and why he tended to disappear only to reappear randomly. Krueger grinned darkly grinned and vanished from view, wrapping his arms around your waist while tugging you into his sweater-covered chest. Missy, he mischievously murmured into your ear. We made a deal, remember? You wanted to know if you were thinking before was real. And I answered truthfully for you. You wouldn't want to break said deal, now would you? If it gets me what I want, then maybe I will break the deal. You retired festively, trying to stop his unusual and unexpected advances. Also, do you have some kind of problem with me in particular? Your question did what you wanted it to. It threw him off. And just what are you talking about, sweets? He asked with an amused gleam in his gaze. Why would you think that I have a problem with you? You decided to think about your answer, then, rather than explaining. Believe me, I wish I fucking knew why. Yeah, you're not the only one who wants to know here. Well, how about this? I won't kill you tonight if you don't take the hyponosobishis. Are you for real? 1, how am I supposed to trust you? And 2, why would I not use the thing that would ultimately guarantee my survival? Smart girl. Smarter than I thought you'd be anyway. Should I be flattered or insulted by that? Probably both, princess. Fucking hell, what is it with you? Am I meant to apologize or something? See? You finished thinking about it and spun around to face him properly. You go from curious intense to flirty to just ending up frustrated. You are ridiculously hard to follow, you complained after crossing your arms in a huff. What is wrong with you? A squeak of surprise left your lips as you got shoved on top of your bed covers, your wrist being held down by a certain burnt male. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I think we'd be here for decades if we were to list the amounts of problems I have, he wickedly hummed. Can you just answer me? You glared in his direction, trying to ignore his glowing emerald eyes once more. But it was difficult. Because despite Krueger's burnt features, he wasn't all that bad looking at all. Wait, what in God's name were you thinking? You are what's wrong with me, he sharply spoke. I can't get you out of my head. If you use a fucking hyposil, it's going to be harder to... All of a sudden, he stopped in his tracks, a seductive smile spreading across his face as fast as lightning. Oh, he purred, an obsessive glint present in his eyes. Someone's thoughts are getting a little steamy there, aren't they? I don't know what you're talking about. You denied his claim immediately, anxiety bubbling through the surface once you steadied your breath. In fact, it's hard to think while somebody's on top of you. So if you could just... Your voice died down when the devilish male moved closer towards you, entertained by your embarrassed reaction. Move. You know, I don't think I can. He disagreed devilishly, his warm breath fanning against your blushing face. I want to spend more time like this. Krueger stroked the side of your left cheek with his knifed glove, a cheeky grin spreading across his mouth. Can't you just tell me who that guy in the white mask is? You desperately questioned, praying it wouldn't set him off. But unfortunately, Krueger's cheeky demeanor crumbled, his hot temper fizzling to the surface and unnerving you. Don't ask me about that Myers guy ever again. Do you understand me? He snarled, sounding absolutely livid. Don't even think about that shit-faced, stalkery freak anymore. Your expression switched to an intrigued one. His name is Myers? You quietly noted, continuing to irritate him. Is there anything else I need to know about this Myers fellow? What the fuck did I just say? Krueger's grip on your wrist tightened. His glove... Okay. Man, I'm imagining too many weird shit. Man, stop! Okay. His gloved hand taking a hold of your left hand as his fury grew. He's nothing more than a stalker. Somebody who shadows and stalks his prey until he can kill them. So he's a stalker, you muttered to yourself. This is the last straw for the burnt man. For the burnt male. For the burnt pinata. Anyway, that's why he was staring at Amber through the cafeteria window. And that's why I saw him look at me on the way home. You exclaim in excitement, relieved that you finally figured out the truth. The white-masked male was named Myers. And he wasn't just from yours or Amber's imagination. This pale-faced guy was real. Something that you were going to stop thinking about him anytime soon. Krueger gritted his teeth and wondered how to distract you from Myers, hating the stalker. He loathed him. It wasn't just Myers either. It was the other slashers surrounding the area, plus the ones he had to continuously put up with. And why did it feel like Hannibal had prescribed this hypocell on purpose? To purposely stop him from feeding off of fear or gaining any soul power? What a bitchy move. Krueger released your wrist and instead cradled your cheeks roughly, eyeing you with the utmost hungry glitter in his gaze. You will never think about Myers again, he growled, pressing his dry lips against yours psychotically, before you could even respond. Shock filtered across your facial features. I don't even know y'all choose. Colored eyes widening while your heartbeat accelerated. He kissed you. He actually kissed you. Oh, fuck. Oh, my gosh. My heart just stopped. I'm so sorry. I actually thought I wasn't recording. Oh, my God. That scared the fuck out of me. I looked and I was like, wait a minute. Am I not recording? I am recording. Oh, my gosh. I almost made myself shit myself. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. Never again. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I was about to shit bricks. Okay. It's recording, though. It's recording. We good. We good. Okay. We good. Where was I again? Okay. He kissed you. He actually kissed you. Why did you do that? You whispered, butterflies fluttering around your stomach as you tried to stay composed. Sorry, kitten. His mood swung again, now smirking. It was the only way I could think of doing to distract you. Distract me? You spoke slowly, feeling a little offended. Why? Don't take it the wrong way, sugar. Sugar and spice. Krueger's claw ran through your hair whilst he conversed with you. The two of you liking each other's company. But it's best if you don't focus on the stalker right now. You pulled his fedora over his charred face and sat up. leaning against your pillows as you raised your eyebrows at him. Sounds like jealousy to me, you taunted a tad. The male suppressed another sorrow and shook his head. Trust me, Ryan, he argued with you darkly. He's almost worse than Hannibal. And that's saying something. Wait, you cut off Krueger in a bewilderment, not understanding what he meant. What do you mean? He's almost worse than Hannibal? You quoted, bringing your legs closer to your chest and hugging your knees. Bitch, I meant exactly what I said. He shot back as he slashed at your wall fiercely. You think Hannibal's the super nice, perfect psychiatrist, but he's not. You think he helps everyone, fixes their problems, but you're wrong. You think he's so sweet, so sinless, but he's one of the most dangerous killers I've ever seen. You stared at him in skipping word, wondering whether or not to argue with him. A dangerous killer? Please. He gave you medication to fight off the real killer off. You're unbelievably naive. Hannibal's got you wrapped around his little finger. Krueger insulted, feeling irritated at your innocent thinking. I'm not wrapped around anyone's little finger. You stood up and spoke to him in an incredibly steely voice. In fact, when are you going to bed anytime soon? You froze at the sound of your mother's voice, praying that she wouldn't enter your room. You stumbled over your response, inwardly freaking out. I'm just getting ready, getting changed into my pajamas, Mom. You have to get out of here, you hissed in alarm, grabbing Krueger by one of his shoulders and giving him a panic shake. If Mom catches you as much as it looks like you, she'll call the cops or something ridiculous. Relax, she ain't gonna see me anytime soon. She probably won't believe her eyes. He chuckled at your stressed out state, deciding to just pin you against the wall instead. Besides, I'm not done with you yet, princess. The male flirtatiously cooed. All I remember is like okay. He wants the mommy. He's a thumper. Okay. His hands were pressed against your bedroom wall, either side of your head, as he trapped you in his arms. Rather than to do what you wanted. This is not the time. You tried pushing him away, but it didn't seem to work. Fine. I won't take the stupid hypocil. Just go. You gave in, and he grinned again. Your anxious state is a bit of a turn-on. I kind of like that about you. Leave. Oh, you're no fun, dollface. Just get out of here. You weren't expecting him to just smash his lips against yours and cradle your face with both hands tightly. A dark pink color coating your cheeks while he tilted his head to the side. Embarrassed, you copied his actions and tilted your head to the opposite side a little, enjoying the erotic kiss as you forgot about your mother. The missed birthday party, even the hypocil you're supposed to take. You were unconditionally and erratically distracted by the arrogant male that decided to kiss you not once, but 2 times. After declouding your thoughts, you moved him away and waited for him to basically get the fuck out. Fine. Krueger smirked yet again. See you in your dreams, sweets. After whispering that into your ear, he quite literally disappeared from sight. Oh God, what have you gotten yourself into? Bing, bong, bing, bing, bong, 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 ba, ba. That was fun. Okay, well, chapter 8, Friday night with no hypocil. All right, period. Whipping out your phone again, you decided to text your mom goodnight and get the whole dreaming palaver out of the way. Hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to sleep now. You started. Don't worry, I took the hypocil. Hope you sleep well and have sweet dreams. Love you lots, XXX. I thought it was XOXO. Whatever. And with that, you switched your phone to silent before placing it on your bedside table. Then you focused on sleeping. It wasn't hard, and considering the previous night caused you so much exhaustion. Hey, you. You got pulled into a certain someone's chest from behind the moment you entered the dream world. Their dry lips leaving love bites all the way up your neck due to their lust. You kept your word. They sounded almost surprised. I'm impressed. Spinning around, you saw it was Krueger. Of course. Who else would it be? What, do you not trust me or something? You offendedly spoke, eyeing him a little suspiciously. Also, can you not leave marks that I'm going to have to explain to my mom when I wake up, please? My life is hard enough, Krueger. Freddy. He corrected you in a lazy drawl. Calling me by my last name constantly is fucking weird, Sweets. It's just like me calling you whatever. Fucker wucker. All the time. I just thought it was better than what Hannibal told me. You inwardly replied, oh, and what did he tell you, Freddy narrowed his eyes and grabbed you by your chin with his left hand, his curiosity sparkling as he waited for you to answer. Fred Krueger. You timidly told him, flinching a little at the sudden snarl. That idiotic bastard, you swore in anger, calling me by what Loretta used to. I mean, really? His anger dissolved into sarcasm, the male disliking the formal first name. Loretta? Who's that? You inquired curiously. Someone you know? Your facial features flushed a faint pink when one of his blades trailed down the side of your face, messing with a strand of your hair. His temper subsided as he noticed the little blush that covered your cheeks. Freddy finding it to be awfully amusing. You're really cute when you blush like that. You should do it more often, he commented, causing your cheeks to blush harder. Are you not going to answer my question? Are you going to answer my question or not? You ignored what he said and took a step back, attempting to stay calm and collected, to not be mesmerized by a man who literally just stopped trying to kill you. Because if not, so you're mesmerized by me, are you, doll? He casually brought up, grinning wilts he poked in around your thoughts and purposely toyed with your feelings. Ugh, get out of my head and just answer my question, you complained, as you turned around and crossed your arms firmly. Why should I? Freddy innocently questioned, vanishing and reappearing repeatedly, until there were 4 Freddys all around you. Loretta wasn't important, so there's no point in answering. Fine. You have decided to drop the subject and continue the conversation. Look, it's a Saturday tomorrow. You pointed out, and his voice was full of bewilderment, obviously not understanding what you were coming from and what you meant. And I don't have any uni lectures to go to, you added, enjoying the look of puzzlement on his face and now purposely being confused. So, what the fuck are you on about? Freddy's irritation returned, disliking how he didn't know why you were telling him this. That means I don't have to do anything tomorrow. You tried to explain as well as you could, so if you want to, we can... His expression grew mischievous as he became one Freddy again, feeling amused at the subtle attempt to ask for more time with him. You know, if you wanted to spend more time with me, you just could have asked, sweet cheeks. He flirtatiously purred, his bladed fingertips trailing on your left arm and leaving light scars, along with scratches. His other hand was wrapped around your waist, keeping you close to him while he ignored your remark from earlier. Hey, don't leave marks. I'm going to have to explain this to my mom. And do you know how annoying it is to have her blabber on to me about self-harming when I'm not? You huffed, folded your arms, which stopped him from touching you. Don't be such a killjoy kitten. Freddy rolled his eyes and snapped his fingers on his left hand, making all the injuries you had vanish entirely. See? All better. Your mouth was gaped open, noticing that not only your scars and scratches had been healed, but your thyroid injury had as well. Not the love bites, though, causing you to raise an eyebrow. What? I'm not going to get rid of those, princess. They're reminders. He chuckled, devilishly, cradling your cheeks and flashing you another one of his devilish bad boy grins. Reminders of what exactly? Your stern tone made him just grin harder. Reminders that you're mine, of course. The male gently retaliated, leaning his head against yours and acting falsely angelic. Hey! You pushed him away by his shoulders and attempted to calm your erratic heartbeat down, hating the fact that you blushed once more. I never said I was your... You explained sharply, turning around and squeezing your eyes shut. You didn't say it. I said it, and it's true. No, it's not. Then how come your heart flies out of control whenever I touch you? Maybe because you act like an oppressive jerk, and it's a nervous reaction? Oh, really? Really? Well, how about when I do this? After he said that, he moved in front of you again and gripped your wrist, forcing you to get closer to him. And before you could argue, he slammed his rough lips against yours and caused you to freeze, feeling stunned. Butterflies danced around in your stomach, and your eyes widened. Your heartbeat raging out of control while a crimson color painted your cheeks and heated your face up. You could barely breathe, thanks to your nerves. In fact, all you could do was stare into his green eyes, which were glittering with mischief. What is it with him? And why did he have to get you so nervous whenever he was around you? Before you could answer any of those questions, you suddenly became awake and bolted up, breathing heavily as you tried to contain your emotions. Maybe I should take the hypocel. You mumbled to yourself, swinging your legs to the side of the bed and getting out of bed. A better thing to think about was how to explain the love bites to your mother, not to mention other people. Slipping up on a pair of dimming jeans, you pulled on a simple gray shirt and black trainers, not caring about how you looked. After all, it didn't really matter in the end of the day. You brushed your hair and felt hungry, so you made your way downstairs and prayed that your mother wouldn't notice the love bites. Luckily, she wasn't focused on you at all. She was busy shifting through mail and humming to herself, her back facing you instead of her. But you needed to lie just in case she did notice. What though? What would suffice? Maybe fake dating a boyfriend until they faded? That's not a bad idea, perhaps. Wow, we did not think of that. Wow, big brain. Girl, what are you gonna say? You did a one night out or something? You went to a party and that happened? Come on. Oh, and good morning. You were so distracted by your thoughts that you didn't notice that she had finished with the mail, her voice almost making you jump while you looked up. Morning, Mom. How'd you sleep? You struck up a conversation and moved some of your hair in front of your neck, hoping that would help. Fairly well. Had a few nightmares, though. Honestly, it felt like I was actually being chased. Can you believe it? Your mother chatted widely, rubbing the eye bags underneath her eyes as she started with breakfast. I think I can, actually, you muttered, sitting down at the table and stifling a yawn. Did you even want to spend time with Freddy today anymore? Maybe you should do something instead. Something safer. So, honey, what are your plans for today? Your mother casually inquired, flashing you a warm smile and trying to act nice. You thought for a minute. I'll probably head down to the library and return that book I borrowed last week. Oh, good plan. Sounds relaxing, she remarked in relief, obviously happy that you weren't panicking about your dreams anymore. Can you do me a favor and return my book as well? I promised Fiona I'd go... Fiona? Oh my god, is that Shrek's wife? You know her? Oh my god, she my best friend girlfriend. And you know who my ultra best friend? Donkey. Oh yeah. Donkey likes to make me yeah, I saw his dragon babies. Don't know how he conceived those. I promised Fiona I'd go to hers today, and I don't really have the time to... Sure. You cut across what she was saying and agreed to help, taking her book off of the table and heading towards the front door. Wait, darling, aren't you going to eat? I'm not that hungry right now, but it's not healthy to skip. You shut the door and you just shut the front door and began making your way to the library. Your bag slung over your shoulder, whilst you sung softly to yourself. Your favorite song playing in your mind as you tried not to think about last night. Ooh, it got spicy up in here. Wow, wow. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sorry for you guys not being able to see my face right now at the moment. I look like a mess. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you that. I look like a mess right now. I actually, I, so, okay, so how do I explain this? So, since I'm at Texas, right? Alright, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm in Texas. So we went to Walmart, right? And as we go through Walmart, um, I get the things I want, but this is for the girls and anyone who has a uterus. But we had to get some pads, all right? So we looked for the pads, and this is a big ass Walmart, all right? So we looked through almost every section. We could not find the pads. It took me literally like probably more than 30 minutes to find the pads. And we didn't ask a lady because there wasn't any near us. And I wasn't about to go scouting and get lost myself, all right? So, eventually we found it. And then I somehow found the area of the lotions, and I decided to get this Aveeno lotion because that's probably the best for me right now. Like I used to use Bath and Body Works lotions. Please don't use that on your skin. Like we talking about back, shoulders. Don't use that everywhere. Just use it on your hands and on your feet. All right. I think those are the safest spots for those lotions because they're so stuffed with fragrance. All right. And I usually have like a brush. So if you guys, I doubt y'all know this because y'all don't know me too much. Like y'all, not like that, but like literally you know me like as if you know everything I do in the shower. All right, no, but basically after a shower I usually like to moisturize my back with some lotion, and I used to do it with Bath and Body Works, and I do it with a brush that you would use to like scrub your back at the shower, but I just use it after the shower with lotion to rub my back with lotion. Okay, so I did that and with Bath and Body Works, and it left so many pimples and so many acne stuff on my back. And I had to take care of that. And then I had to switch to a cream, which is, let me tell you, so hard to rub all over. And it's just sticky until it fully dries, which I don't like. So I decided to get the lotion of Aveeno because I really do like it. And honestly, I use that all the time. And then, I usually use the Nevo cream. This is for the thick thighs. It's a Vino like eczema cream, but it works super well for me and for a different purpose. But basically, I put it in between my thighs to like kind of lubricate it so it won't chafe or anything, and grow little like dots that I have to pop out. It's really nasty, and like I'm gonna just tell you right now. And that does not happen anymore, or barely often, because I put the eczema cream or I put some just type of very good lubricant through my thighs, and just make sure they're nice and moisturized and not too dry. So yeah, that's why I got the cream, the lotion, and then I also got the gummy bears, my vitamin gummy bears. Since you're supposed to be taking those, people, I would suggest if you don't, please get yourself some vitamin gummies. And we actually found it. We found it, but not the one we used. It had a whole little small section way in the back, right beside the pharmacy. And the pharmacy we could barely find. We had to go, oh my gosh, it was a nightmare. But we luckily found it, and then we found it, but we couldn't find the brand we used. So we just picked another brand that was pretty, easy to get. I know this is like a weird thing to just talk about, but I don't know. I think it's something that should be talked about a little bit because that shit happens. And I think it would help. Also, if people want to try out this cream for certain things, it can help with cuts. Well, like scars. Excuse me, not cuts, scars. And it can also help with kind of getting rid of certain black spots, like if it was on your knees, it was in between your thighs. I think this cream helps a lot. Even though it's just eczema cream from Aveeno, I think it helps a lot. So here is what it looks like. My mom got it like a whole like 4 packs. Like we're talking like packs like 20 each. at a cheap store for 50 cents, the whole thing. It was crazy. Like, damn, she bought a whole thing and she's been using it ever since, honestly. And matter of fact, let me tell you one time. You know what? I'm going to tell you all story time. So this happened at my quinceanera. I didn't tell y'all guys about this because, it was kind of graphic. But basically, before my quinceanera, right before it started, my mom was cleaning the garage because we were doing the garage connected outside, so my quinceanera was outside and then the food was inside at the same time, if that makes sense. So basically, okay, so gotta think about this. So she was sweeping the floor right before the quinceanera started to make sure it was squeaky clean. Then she tripped on something and fell down, but she grabbed onto something and it caused two heavy, like thick glass vases to fall onto her, getting her a giant cut in her in that area, all right? And it hurt like a bitch. And luckily my dad was there, my real dad. He was a nurse and he is really good at being a nurse, yada yada. So basically we quickly helped her out, got all the glass off of her. As soon as we saw the cut, I started crying because I was so worried, you know. And I was like, Mom, are you okay? Do we have to go to the hospital? Yada yada. She's like, no. And then we went to her room. We started helping her out as much as we could. My dad was taking care of her cut, carefully putting out the glass, doing, making her squeaky clean, fume. And then she didn't go to the hospital, but we kept rewrapping her arm tightly. Well, not tightly, but like securely, so she doesn't bleed out or anything. And she didn't want to go to the hospital till after the quinceanera. So the quinceanera went on with her being strong and deathly pale. We were so worried, but she refused to go to the hospital until my quinceanera was done. And we watched her and took care of her, as much as we could. Right after the quinceanera of mine, she quickly went to the hospital. And I hope with cleaning up the quinceanera and all that, it was actually really fun. Surprisingly, it was actually fun to clean up. And then whenever she came back, she told us that not only did it cut the skin, but it cut muscle. Like, it was really deep in the muscle. And then that the doctor basically, so this is like a home doctor that's been with her forever. And then he was like, "You are really stupid. Why did you not give me And then he was like, well, it was my quinceanera's daughter's birthday. I couldn't, stop that. We had to get the party going and alive, And basically, after she had to get stitches and we had to be really careful with her arm. As it healed, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this is so weird to say, but she said she looked at it and then she told my aunt that it looked like a vagina. She looked like a fucking vagina. So, and it did. And then she started using the eczema cream as soon as the skin was like, and then you were able to put cream on there, And it started instantly making the scar lighter and lighter, and you can barely see it on her arm, even though the doctor said it would be a permanent scar. Like, you would see it there no matter. You would see it there, like, you would see it. But now you can barely see the scar. As soon as she started using that eczema cream, you could barely see it. Keep in mind, this lady is old, so, like, the healing process is so slow, but she said that, like, the eczema cream helped her, and I think it did, because, I mean, you can't even see it no more. You can't even see the scar. It looks like she never even cut herself, and that's the story. Honestly, I don't even have a picture of that, because, like, who would take a picture at that moment? But that's what basically happened. If you don't believe me, well, you should believe me, because it actually did happen in my quinceanera. Ay. That's a memory I will never forget, but that's a great... Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm getting too distracted here. I'm already wasting minutes. I'm sorry, y'all. But I did hope you enjoyed that small story time. And I also did hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more of these videos, guys. I'm going to try and do a video about hair care next, because I haven't done that in forever, and I've updated my hair care a lot. So I think it would be very helpful if I did that. Oh my lord, I didn't even think about that. I'm so sorry, y'all. But for now, I got to go, y'all. Bye in peace.